Technology can be very embarrassing sometimes. That it has no respect, no respect. No matter how much you plan, technology can be very, very embarrassing. Even right now, we have an event going on in my company. We still had a bit of challenge. Um, Please, you might want to mute yourself so that I don't get an echo. More. If you don't mind, you might want to mute yourself so that I don't get an echo from your end. Again, I want to see the audience. I like to see my audience. I like to see my audience. Gentlemen and ladies, I want to believe that we are going to get great value today. Okay, thank you. If you can hear me, can you wave your hands now? Awesome. Good. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Gentlemen and ladies, please put your hands together for yourself. And thank you for being very patient with us with this planning. Interestingly, I have my friend, my partner, my brother, who I drag everywhere with me, is also on the call. Ayomiposi, do you want to just wave your hands quickly so that people can see you? And do you want to say one or two things before I start my speech?
Yeah, thank you very much, Eyitayo. Good afternoon, everyone. Excited to be here with you guys, and rest assured you are in safe hands with Eyitayo. I usually say to him, 5 years from now, this will be like the biggest name in tech education in Nigeria. So you guys are in safe hands, and I've been privileged to have been with him for a while, and I count it all joy and like a very, very great privilege. And it's nice to meet you guys again. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll tell you why. I mean, also, thank you so much. You might want to excuse yourself. I know you've got a train to catch. Now, I will tell you why I'm excited about doing this later. Later. But let me start with my personal story. Eyitayo is my name. I'm sure my profile has been read. Thank you so much for joining. Teacher Mo, if you don't mind, you might still want to mute one of your mics. I'm still getting an echo from your end again. Eyitayo is my name, guys, and I lead the Utiva team. Let me tell you how I started this whole thing. I was the guy who left the university in 2010. Someone had told me that if I graduate from the university, everything will be fine. So I really worked hard in school, learned so much. I was departmental president. I was a very hardworking young guy. I graduated from the university. 2 years, I couldn't find a job. Year one, no job. Year two, no job. Right? And I became a very, very frustrated, young chap. Extremely very frustrated. Because think about it. When you go to the university, you have the plan, the big dreams to be successful in life, right? And then you get out of school, and the first year you're applying for jobs. And this was way back in 2012, 2011. Most people didn't apply for jobs in those days through email. You have to go submit a physical CV. And I was going everywhere in Lagos, submitting physical CVs, and nobody came back to me with congratulations, you now have a job. A little bit of freeze. Just want to be sure that you guys can still hear me. Is that from my hand? That's sad.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Mic check. Okay, good. I mean, I was getting a bit of a glitch, and I wanted to be sure that it's not from my end. So I left the university trying to get a job, struggling to get a job, and I couldn't find. US, in the UK. Hello, Queen. Oh, I think my network is really terrible. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear?
No, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm gonna join with two devices because today we must do this. So no matter what happens, we must do this today. The devil is a liar. And if you guys can still not hear me, I will still record my session and send it to Teacher Mo and tell her to share with everybody later. If
Thank
you
you.
guys,
Thank you. That's the spirit. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, we must do this. So as I was saying, I became that very frustrated young guy, trying to get a job, couldn't get one. It took me 2 years, but while I was finding a job, I kept doing one thing. I kept developing myself, and there were different ways of developing myself. But one of the things I did was that I kept attending events here and there, But while I was attending an event, in Lagos in 2013, I met this guy who just got back from the US. And the guy told me about all the big opportunities in the US. One of the things he told me that I would never forget was that he said to me that whatever happens in the US, whatever opportunity happens in the US, will become a big thing in Nigeria. In fact, then we started gisting about the similarities between the United States and Nigeria. Large population, complex people, old politicians, of their own presidents too. We had so many things in common. And he told me, he said, watch out for the opportunities that happen in the US because they will also happen in Nigeria. And he told me then, he said, one of those opportunities, now listen to me, guys, one of those opportunities was technology. He said technology was one of those opportunities. So he told me, he said, Eyitayo, this is the best time for you to position yourself in that technology space, in that technology industry, because it's going to be a big thing very soon. If you can still hear me, wave your hands, guys. If you can still hear me, wave your hands. Okay, great. So I believed it. So I started learning technology skills in 2013. That in 2013, many of my friends still had the ambition to go do ICANN. I'm not saying ICANN is bad. Many of my friends were going back to the university to go do medicine. In 2013, many of my friends were still thinking about the traditional profession, but I was thinking about technology. I started building myself, in the technology space because I learned that you cannot fight trends. You can't fight trends. You can pray, you can fast, you can wait for a miracle, but you cannot fight trends. So I started developing myself way back in 2013. Now, 2014, 2015, I got a big opportunity to move to the United States as an IT project manager to work with a technology company in the US. Now, from 2015, fast forward to 2024, right? The best thing that has ever happened to me is technology. learning a technology skill, getting into the technology industry, because it changed my entire life. If someone had told me in 2013 that Eyitayo, someday people will pay you £6,000. If someone had told me in 2013 that Eyitayo, someday people will pay you £6,000 for you to help them, I would never have believed it. Nobody has ever gotten £6,000 in my generation. Nobody. I'm the first. And I'm not joking. Nobody in my generation, not in my entire generation, has ever traveled abroad, right? But I did not only travel abroad, right? I became a resident of the UK, a resident of the United States. Technology gave me all those opportunities. I am the first person in my entire generation to move my wife and my children abroad to go live there. Technology gave me that opportunity. Right? I am the first person in my generation to build 3 houses as an under 35 person. Technology gave me that opportunity. I'm the only first person in my entire generation to own 4 cars. Technology gave me that opportunity. But listen, it only starts with making a decision to build your capacity. And the day you make that decision to build the capacity, be very aggressive with the capacity you say you want to build. And watch what is going to happen to you. Now, what happens is this. Now, listen to me, guys. Listen to me. What happens is this. Some people make the decision, but they don't follow through with that decision. They don't follow through, right? The difference between myself and many other person out there is that I make a decision and I follow through. I made a decision to get into the tech industry and I followed through with the decision. So today, guys, I want to share with you what you should do to become a better person in your profession. But listen, it's for you to go from just the traditional profession to a global profession, so that you also become a big name. Now, it doesn't matter your location. Now, the reason I brought that first guy was because when I met him, he was not based in the UK. He wasn't. Today, he is a cloud IT engineer. He works with us in the UK, and he earns over £90,000 per annum. 90,000. Now, if I told you that without bringing in, some of you will be doubting me. You say, this guy has sweet mouth. Right? So I decided to bring in so that you can see and hear for yourself that it is possible. And it doesn't matter where you're located. It doesn't matter. You see, when you build capacity, value attracts capacity. Value attracts capacity. And it doesn't matter your location. As long as you have the capacity, value will pursue you. So the first thing I want to share with you guys is this. Begin to learn about artificial intelligence. From today, you know, some 10 years ago, someone told me about technology, right? Okay, and I believed him. And I moved into the technology industry. Today, I'm telling you about artificial intelligence. See, in the next 10 years, you will look back at your life and you will be shocked by the type of wealth you would have built if you begin to learn about artificial intelligence today. Because maybe you like it or not, 43 million jobs will be lost because of artificial intelligence. And over 100 million new jobs will be created because of AI. The guys that will tap into those new opportunities are the people that begin to learn about artificial intelligence. Guys, when you see, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. An average company in the US, Facebook, Google, Oracle, an average company in the US invest about $50 billion into AI. And so people are still sleeping on it, thinking, this AI thing, what is it about? You know, what is it about? So people are still, you see, every generation has an opportunity. For some generation, it was about cars, right? About cars. You know, so the first people to learn how to repair cars made a lot of money. For some generation, it was about oil, right? The people who first were alive when oil was discovered in Nigeria, they made a lot of money. For some people, it was about, you know, aircraft. For some people, you see, this generation is about artificial intelligence. And those who begin to tap into AI, those who begin to tap into AI right now, we build the wealth of the future. So what can you begin to do? Learn about AI. Begin to watch videos about AI. Listen to podcasts about AI every day. Today, now, I made the resolution that Eyitayo, I'm going to watch at least 5 videos every week on AI. Because I know that AI is going to create a lot of opportunities. Now, let me tell you something. You see, guys, if you are in this room, you must at least have one technology skill. No matter how smart, no matter how brilliant you are, you must have at least one technology skill. And there are 10 technology skills you can learn. 10 skills. Should I list them? If you want me to list those 10 skills, can you wave your hands? If you want me to list them, good. Number 1, and I divide the skills into 2. I see that the women are very excited. The men are boring. The men are boring. Except only that man that is at the front. Other men are boring in this room. Where are the men? Men, good. Good. These women are already taking all the opportunities away from us. So let's wake up. If we don't wake up, these women will be feeding us. They'll be giving us food. You understand what I'm saying? So wake up, men. 10 major skills you can learn. And I divide the skills into 2 categories. You can learn skills that require that you code. You can learn skills that don't require that you code. If you like to code, there are skills like cybersecurity, skills like software engineering, skills like cloud computing, skills like blockchain technology. That woman on blue is like, Eyitayo, you are too fast. I will slow down. I mean, if not for anything, it's because you are one of my major inspiration. I like the feedback you're giving me. It's like you're here with me. Thank you. Don't mind all those men. Their heads are full, looking for money. I know it's not easy to be a man. Let me list them again. On the coding side, we've got skills like cybersecurity, software engineering, cloud computing, blockchain technology, data science. 5 skills. I'll list them again. Data science, cloud computing, software engineering, cybersecurity. Did I miss one? The blockchain technology, blockchain, yes. These are skills that if you like to code, you can learn any of them. Right. On the other side, skills that don't require that you code, because some of us don't like to code. Some of us don't want to sit down behind our laptop and be pressing code. On the non-coding side, we've got skills like product design. Some people also call it UI UX. Skills like product management. We've got skills like business analysis. We have skills like technology sales, product and digital marketing. I will list them again from the back. Product and digital marketing. Skills like technology sales. Skills like product management, UI UX design, skills like business analysis. These are the skills that you can learn. Learn one skill and master it. One skill and master it. Do you want me to list the 10 skills again? If you want me to list them again, wave your hand. Okay, good. I'll list them. On the coding side, we have skills, the skills that require coding. We've got skills like data science, blockchain technology, cybersecurity, cloud computing. Which other skills did I mention? Have I mentioned cybersecurity, blockchain technology, software engineering, cloud computing, cybersecurity, data science? On the coding side, right? On the non-coding side, we have great skills like technology sales, product management, UI UX design, product and digital marketing, product management. These are skills that don't require coding. But listen, if you're going to learn a technology skill, guys, you need to commit to learning, because nothing good comes easy. So you would have to do a lot of work, learning, continuously learning, improving yourself because of the future that you have ahead of you. Because of the future that you have ahead of you. You can't just do it, you know, the simple way and think, oh, it's going to happen. No, it doesn't work that way. Teacher Mo, do you want to mute yourself? You are muted and it's giving me an echo. Please just mute yourself. Yeah, I see that I'm getting an echo. There are two accounts for Teacher Mo, the host account. Please help me mute that host account. I'm getting a feedback and it's quite a little bit, you know, echo. Okay. It's like there's someone that is, who is it? There are two Teacher Mo's. There's someone the host, the one that is the host account. That's the one that you're using. You might want to mute it. Good, perfect, thank you. So as I was saying, guys, you can't get into tech, you know, by just doing it the easy way. Nothing great happens easy. Not any. Oh, don't worry, it's not that deep. It's that deep. You would walk a lot. Escape, you do a lot of work. But while you're doing a lot of work, remember that there's a future. Now, let me share the 5 secrets. Maybe not secrets, but the 5 ways that I have learned to become successful in this industry, and I'm going to hand over the mic. Number 1 is this. Gentlemen and ladies, you need to go deep. You can't be superficial. You can't be peripheral and then expect that the opportunity will come your way. No, you need to go deep. When I say deep, if you choose a skill that you want to learn, you need to commit everything, time, resources into learning it and go deep. You need to go deep. And one of the best ways to go deep is ask yourself, are you investing 5 hours every day into this thing? You see, there's no magic to success. No magic. All the guys that you see out there that you admire, there is something they are committed to, but they go deep into it. They go very deep. So that means that if you choose and you say, Eyitayo talked about this AI thing, but I want to, you see, let me gist you. Let me gist you, guys. Some people will make blood money in this AI. I'm telling you, it's going to be so massive. And it's unfortunate that many people haven't woken up to that reality. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's quite unfortunate that many people haven't woken up to that reality. A lot of people haven't woken up to that reality. So many people are hearing about artificial intelligence and they think it's just a small, basic thing. You see, there was an era of cryptocurrency. Some people made billions. There was an era of industrial revolution 1.0. Some people made billions. There was a time people were riding on donkeys and horses. There were no cars, and cars were invented, and people made billions. There is an invention now. It's called artificial intelligence. Some people will make billions from it. My own aspiration in the next 10 years is to become an AI consultant for business leaders. So I'm watching 5, 10 videos on AI every day. And I'm learning about how you can use artificial intelligence for digital transformation. Because I want to add, everything I do today is on artificial intelligence. If I send you an email, I'm on ChatGPT Premium. I'm aggressive about artificial intelligence. Why? Because it will change a lot of things. 47 million jobs will be lost. Over 100 million jobs will be created. I want to position myself in that future. The question is, are you sleeping on this thing? If you're sleeping on this thing, you will then see people like myself in the next 10 years, making billions, and you'll now be wondering, and Eyitayo talked about this thing, when I met him in 2024. It's 2034 now. This guy is traveling everywhere, consulting for companies as an AI business leader. It's because I went deep. You need to go deep. You cannot achieve great things by just being superficial, peripheral, by staying at the surface. You need to go deep into it. Does that make sense? Now, the second thing I want to share with you, if you want to be successful in this industry, guys, you need to have mentors and coaches. You need to have mentors and coaches. Even in your own industry, you need to have mentors and coaches. Let me ask you, who is your mentor and your coach as a teacher in the US, in the UK, in China? Because there are opportunities in those countries for teachers. Oh, Nigerians our educational system is bad. Our teachers are relocating abroad and they are being paid a lot of money. If our education is bad, why are they hiring our teachers in the UK, in Australia, in all those countries? Why? I hear many of my friends say, oh, our education is bad, but our doctors are relocating abroad, and within 1 year, they're hiring them in NHS. You are great people. You are great people, guys. You only need better opportunities. Better opportunities. Do you know, for instance, that many Black kids abroad need teachers to continue to coach them? Like, I've got 2 daughters in the UK. 2 daughters in the UK. The only thing they teach them in the UK is accents. Like, you don't become successful by accent. I used to tell my daughter, when she comes and tell me, I said, no, you were a better kid when you were in Nigeria than in the UK. Because I know what my daughter could do in Nigeria before moving to the UK. Mathematics, she was good. But now, if I tell her 1 + 7 + 10 +, you're just looking at me like, oh, you're slow. It's only accents they are teaching you. Just to speak English and to be able to argue with me. That's the only thing that you learn from school. Be able to argue with me and watch cartoon. So many parents like myself, we are looking for teachers at home to teach our kids abroad. Because if we only get them to learn what they are learning abroad, the only thing they teach my child in school is, oh, you can be man, you can be woman. If you choose, you can be a tortoise. If you choose, you can be, it's your choice. If you can choose to be a chair. I don't know. You don't become successful by learning how to be a chair or learning how to be a carton. You know, I was asking my daughter some weeks back, and I was saying, we're just gisting. I'm like, oh, when are you bringing her to? And she's 8 years. You're like, oh, when are you going to bring, husband home? It's like, I'm not getting married. I said, that's the only thing they teach you in school. You need the freedom to be able to choose what you want. But mathematics, physics, English, they are not teaching that. So people are looking for teachers at home to train their children. That is where the opportunities are. Just imagine as you're sitting down now, you have 10 children in the UK that you are teaching, and each parent is paying you £100 per month. Just £100. That's £1,000 that you're making for teaching 10 children in the UK. Just imagine £1,000 in your account every month from where you are. That's 2 million every month extra, just teaching them from home. Why are you not doing research on how to do that? You can't tell me that you cannot find 10 parents in the UK, in the US, in Australia that wants you to teach their children. Are we not talking to ourselves online now? Wave your hands if you can hear me. Good. That means that you can teach a child in the UK and make extra bucks. It's possible. So find a mentor and a coach. Number 3 thing in this industry is that you have to learn to blow your trumpet. Oh, that one, you are still sleeping. You have to be everywhere online, talking about the work that you're doing. On LinkedIn, on Google, on Facebook, Instagram, on WhatsApp. Don't only be posting memes, memes. Post about your work. Tell your story. Share your success with people. Make noise about the work that you do. Make a lot of noise about the work that you do. And the last one I want to share with you is that don't isolate yourself. No, guys. Don't isolate yourself. Join communities. So the first assignment I want to give to you is this. Go on Facebook, go on LinkedIn, go on Twitter, go everywhere and look for communities of teachers in the UK, communities of teachers in the US, communities of teachers abroad. Even when you are not abroad, join them. Join those communities and begin to talk, learn from them, begin to talk and ask for opportunities. Ask for opportunities. You cannot isolate yourself and expect to access global opportunities. Global opportunities are available to people who put themselves out there. Put yourself out there. If the only thing you are posting on your WhatsApp is a video of you dancing, you know you are shortchanging yourself. Every great work you do, you have to be very aggressive about putting yourself out there. Talk about the good work that you do. When you join those communities, talk about the children that you're teaching, how their lives are being transformed, and watch how opportunities will begin to come your way. If you don't stop me, I will